To YouTube fam, it's your girl TK, and I am at home vlogging, darling. Actually, I am just getting home, and I am super tired, but I wanted to do a couple videos, and today is the day I'm going to be talking Louis Farrakhan. As a matter of fact, we're going to be talking Louis Farrakhan, Tupac, and a couple other things. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to look down at my computer because I want to give you more of a description of what this video is going to be pertaining to. So today we're going to be talking the seal and the U.S. Constitution, Minister Farrakhan, albums, and the head of state. Now, I want you guys to know something. When I speak of Tupac Shakur, I want you guys to know that Tupac Shakur actually breached the U.S. Constitution. My question to you is, did you know that? If you did not know that, don't fret, because I didn't know that either. As a matter of fact, I didn't even know I breached the U.S. Constitution myself until, later on when I did my research and found out why I felt like things were happening to me and I couldn't really describe it. And it was just kind of like being, put in my face why these things were happening. It was because of this breach. Anyhow, I want you guys to know that when Tupac was alive, he was the head of state for the United States. But at this current time, you won't believe it, but it's a truth, a fact that Sean Carter, aka JayZ, he is duplicating Tupac Shakur. Now, one of the things I found very interesting is I cannot believe that a man like JayZ, this billionaire, this man who is a self-proclaimed made man, is out here and he's taking on somebody else's life. This identity theft and scamming that JayZ is doing is very interesting, but we're going to speak on him in a moment. Also, I want you guys to know I may reference myself in this video. And if you guys don't know, I am a queen. I know it sounds weird. I prefer Miss Open Sword and Stamp. But due to me breaching the U.S. Constitution, I am a monarchy. But not only for the United States, I'm also a monarchy for the United Kingdom. Now, let's talk about this. The first thing that I want you guys to know is that in the album, The 7-Day Theory of Tupac Shakur, and one of his songs, I believe it is something about white men or something like that. I have to look it up. But in one of the songs, Tupac says Tupac is referencing, Minister Farrakhan. And he says, the seal and the Constitution reflect the thinking of the founding fathers that this was to be a nation by white people and for white people. Native Americans, blacks, and all other non-white people were to be burden barriers for the real citizens of this nation. Ain't that real deep? Even Minister Farrakhan doesn't think highly of his color. He feels like we are supposed to be doing exactly what white folks are telling us to do. Anyhow, I have a question for you. Are you aware that Minister Farrakhan was cited by Tupac prior to his death on his album 7-Day Theory, A White Man's World? So I did say white man's, but I wasn't sure if it was it's white man's world. So have you known about this song? Did you know that Tupac cited Minister Farrakhan? Well, if you didn't, you know now. Now, I go on and I ask another question. Are you aware that Sean Carter, JayZ, is a duplicate? And he also cited Minister Farrakhan on the song God Did. Now, I want to give you a little statement of what JayZ was citing from Minister Farrakhan. He says, sometimes I feel like Farrakhan talking to Mike Wallace. I think y'all should keep quiet. Breaks my heart. That's a deep one. At one moment, it's really interesting to note Minister Farrakhan is saying to the world, you're supposed to do what the whites tell you to do. And then the next moment, he's checking them. And this interview he done with Mr. Mike Wallace. If you guys haven't seen it, you should check out both. The one that Tupac put up and then the one that JayZ uploaded. And you will see the thinking of Minister Farrakhan is really, it's shaky. You know, there's no real identity he's providing, because honestly what he's saying, and the quote from Tupac is, you do what these white folks tell you to do. And to me, that's a thriller. Anyhow, I wanted you to know what is a role of a minister, because I think that is very important. So if you guys don't know, the role of a minister is to assist members of their congregation with their spiritual well-being, leading worship services, conducting marriages, conducting funerals. Please note, one thing that is evident is that Louis Farrakhan is attached to disclosures and assassination of political leaders. I don't know if you guys know that, but when you think about assassination of Malcolm X, you sometimes will even think of Louis Farrakhan because of what he stated. But we'll get there. But I want you guys to know a couple names other than Malcolm X that is attached to Louis Farrakhan. Of course, it's Malcolm X, Tupac Shakur, Martin Luther King. These people made disclosures. And according to 5 U.S.C. 2302 B8 or 9, a disclosure is any law, rule, or regulation that is violated. And Louis Farrakhan believes that you are living in a white man's world. You are to be obedient. You're not supposed to be speaking up. Hell, I did a video on Tupac Shakur not too long ago where he was talking about how he was abused by the city of Oakland Police Department. I mean, you could see the physical abuse that he endured and how he had to sue them because of this gross abuse, which caused the breach in the U.S. Constitution. But this behavior of Tupac could be considered something that is life-ending, according to Mr. Louis Farrakhan. As a matter of fact, I want you guys to have a better understanding of what he even thought of Malcolm X, okay? So I'm going to go on. It says, when it comes to disclosures, Louis Farrakhan called Malcolm X a traitor and wrote 2 months before the killing that such a man is worthy of death. It's so interesting that Mr. Louis Farrakhan is considered this black supremacist, but when it comes to white men, he's saying you bow down to them. But you're able to have a voice over on the black side, but when it comes to white men, you bow down. You are to serve. You are a servant. This is a quote coming exactly from Mr. Louis Farrakhan. And to me, that is a thriller. You know, and again, what I consider as a thriller is Mr. Louis Farrakhan is attached to death, and a death of a king. That is really sad. It's sickening. It's a horror story, and it's being played out loud. Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if so, like, comment, and subscribe. Please keep those notifications on. Peace, love, and happiness, guys. Holla at y'all later. Bye.